Mmezoea ohoro, lakini leo I'm channeling my inner Swahili woman as a Costarian babe. Habari zenu, naitwa Wanjiko, napenda marashi. Natumai mmekuwa na siku njema, na leo tunaongea kuhusu marashi ambazo zina nazi na vanilla na Swahili ni. Vanilla na Kiswahili ni nini? So today I will be speaking about perfumes with two of my favorite notes. First one being coconut and the second one being vanilla. I am a sucker for vanilla and coconut heavy fragrances. Straight. I love fragrances that are very coconut dominant and vanilla dominant, and especially when they're done in a twist that's not so basic. Sign me up. A lot of these fragrances obviously have other notes. First, I'll be doing coconut fragrances, then I'll do vanilla fragrances. And the first fragrance on this list, we have these two. This is Zahrat Hawaii from Al Rehab. This is the perfume oil version and this is the spray version. I like to use both of them just to increase the longevity, because this is very concentrated and it tends to last, but it does not really project. It's a very skin scent. This one, on the other hand, projects for a while, then it starts to really dial down. But pairing these two definitely takes it to a whole other level. It has notes of pineapple, coconut, citruses, and a bunch of other notes which I barely detect. What I get from this is mostly the pina colada. This smells like a tropical drink, like a mocktail. Every time I use it, it just makes me want to be somewhere on a vacation, sipping mimosas and sangrias. It's so juicy and so good. Such a simple scent to wear, very fruity. At this price point, like I got both of them for what, 600? Insane. The next one is a perfume I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, and that is Khaid Al Fursan by Latafa. Because of TikTok, I feel like so many fragrances are hyped. This is one of them. It starts off very citrusy. It does have pineapple and coconut and citruses in the top. That pineapple and coconut is not translating the same way it translates in like Zahrat. I thought this would be very fruity, especially because of the coconut and the pineapple, but it's not. However, when it dries down, it gets very beautiful. The opening is a bit, in my opinion, it smells a bit synthetic, which I feel like is coming from the coconut. But the magic happens when it starts to dry down and it gets very soft, very clean, very musky. Because it was not what I was expecting, I can say I was a bit disappointed. I just feel like it falls flat, and on top of that, it doesn't project. It does last, but it's very much in the background. I don't know. If you like clean, musky scents, like you just stepped out of the shower, you're wearing clean laundry, this is the scent for you. It's yet to macerate. I've only had it for a month now. Has it changed? Not really. Do I think it will change? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to keep this, just because I do not like to keep things that I'm not 100% about, but we'll see. The last one is one that I've also talked about and raved about a lot. This is Gold Mist by Elad. This is just one of the most unique ways that coconut has been done. Tropical, a bit ambery, oriental, so gorgeous. Every time I wear this, I feel like such a boss. Okay, now on to the vanillas. And the first one on this list will be a perfume oil from Al Rehab. This is Spanish vanilla. I was very excited when I first saw this, and the first time I put it to my nose, I was like, it smells like something that should be in a kitchen and not necessarily in a perfume bottle. And that's not to say it does not smell nice. I think it does. It kind of smells like an ingredient you'd use when you're baking. But when you do apply it and your body heat starts to warm up the fragrance, I feel like it smells so good in the air. I think it's a very basic vanilla, good for layering. Also a compliment getter. The first time I got it and I was using it, I was a bit 50-50 about it. And someone was like, what are you wearing? You smell so good. And I was shocked because I was like, does it smell that good? I mean, it definitely smells very, very edible. Like if you want to smell like a yummy vanilla snack, this is it. Next one is one that I've spoken about. And I'd consider this like a fresh Oriental Vanilla, Pacific Vanilla by Mex, which is a Kenyan brand. Mi niliwambia, I don't know what they've put in this. It's always one of those perfumes that turn heads, and a definite compliment getter. They're practically the same scent, just different concentrations. This is a body mist and this is a EDT, though it definitely outperforms a lot of EDPs. A beast mode perfume. It projects like crazy. It has this freshness. After some time it starts to get oriental and a bit spicy. It's very, very sweet. Such a unique fragrance. I have a dedicated review to this perfume, so I won't say much other than this is one of those 10 over 10 perfumes for me. Definitely in my top 5 list. At this point, my top 5 has like 9 perfumes. Next, I have a woody vanilla. This is Ancient Vanille by Fragrance Deluxe, which is also a Middle Eastern company that I was not familiar with until I found this scent. I like it so much when vanilla is done in an unexpected and unique way. And this is one of those scents. The name accurately describes what this is because it's sweet, but not like edible sweet. It has this spiciness and it also has this woody dry down, but still maintaining the sweetness and still maintaining such a beautiful and airy feel. I don't know, it just has this ozonic quality. If this bottle is on my table, I always stop by and smell it because I'm like, wow. It has top notes of iris, bergamot, pink pepper. The middle notes has some white florals, yellow florals like ilang ilang. There's also some rose and the lilac. The base has patchouli, benzoin, amber, vanilla and musk. It's definitely very vanilla dominant, but it also blends so well with the other florals with undertones of woodiness. So this is not a very loud fragrance, but if you overspray, you'll definitely have that scent bubble around you, which is so good. But the fact that it's not loud makes me a bit sad. It's so good. So good. This next 2 fragrances, I have quite a sentimental memory. Let me tell you how I bumped into this perfume that I used to use when I was in high school. And I remember when I bought it then, I loved it. Like, absolutely loved it. I never saw it again. And now, almost 10 years down the line, I accidentally found it and I bought it for the nostalgia of it. I have not seen this scent since I was in high school. I could not remember what it smelled like. I just remember really liking it. And here's the thing, yeah. I remember this being very fresh and very sparkling and very light. I also tried to look for some information about it on the internet and it was very, very hard. Understandably so, because I know it's not a popular fragrance. But the vanilla translates a lot powdery, which makes it end up smelling like hair pomade, makuta majwele. I'm not even joking. Like, I know that sounds weird. It doesn't sound nice. Fruity. I was surprised that this did not have any florals. On the dry down is where I get the vanilla. The fragrance comes in an EDT concentration, which is very light. Fades away after some time, but this was so inexpensive. So when I use this, I go ham. Let me show you the box. Please tell me how 15 or 16-year-old me would not see this box and just immediately want to know what this smells like. This is so cute. So another scent that has very nostalgic value for me is Feelings by Rasasi. The first time I smelled this fragrance, I was in high school. Someone else was using it and they always used to leave such a beautiful scent trail. At that point, there's no way my allowance would have let me afford this. And this is a very cheap perfume, but being in high school and having to spend anything over 1,000 bob was such a gamble, especially not on a perfume. This scent has been around for years. Rasasi has been around for years and years. And this is one of those scents where if I pass someone who's wearing this scent, I'll know. It's so good as an adult to be able to finally get this scent. And I love it so much. Hata imeingia kwa top 10. Should I compile a top 10 list? Also the performance, great. Longevity, great. Sillage, great. Scent, this is so sweet and floral, done in a very chill way. Like, it's not too much in your face, but the dry down, oh, that's where the vanilla comes in, and the florals keep on shining, but the vanilla definitely takes over. This has notes of bergamot, lemon, rose, some florals of jasmine and lavender, and base notes of vanilla, musk, sandalwood, and amber. Starts off fresh with the citruses, and the rose brings in this like elegant element to it. It's very easy to wear, definitely signature scent worthy. Every time I wear this, I feel so good about myself. This is a decant of Bint Huran, and this is a body mist from Mex. I do not want to say that they're the same scent. They're not dupes of each other, but they smell very similar. They have a very similar scent profile. It's this floral vanilla that almost leans a bit gourmand. And finally, last on this list is also another floral vanilla. This is Brown Orchid, the gold edition. This is from Fragrance World. So this scent is very, how do I put it? The notes, what it smells like, kind of makes sense because you can't really pinpoint exactly what you smell, but when it dries down, you definitely get that vanillic element. It's one of those perfumes that I feel like have been blended so well, because when you smell it at first, it's like, this smells yummy. But when you spray it out, it has this concoction of things that smell really, really good. And then when it dries down, you get that vanilla, which is so good. This is also a very long-lasting perfume. In fact, I feel like all the scents in this line have always had a good performance. I also have another Brown Orchid flanker, and that one is even beastlier than this. These perfumes are very underrated. Also one of those compliment getters. It's a very easy perfume to wear. It settles down and becomes this beautiful, vanillic, a bit floral, slightly woody vanilla. Such a gem. Such a gem. That concludes our coconut and vanilla fragrances. I hope you are able to get good recommendations. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you. If you've used any of these perfumes, what are your opinions? Did I go ham with the shells? I don't know. I don't care. Aya, kwaheri.